coming down to an onside
It ain't coming
kick,
down to nothing.
just as the Patriots came down to an onside.
This is what I keep telling you. Points win you game, not yards. You talk about, oh, Belichick, the Patriots give up all these yards. Yeah, but how many points? You can have 500 yards all you want to, but give me those. I'm going to hold you to 10 points. And then you see teams that have...
Yeah, like Philly scored 41 in the Super Bowl. You like that?
Skip, you take
Can you defend that?
Skip, you take an isolated incident.
That was not isolated. That's the biggest stage in the sport.
Okay, what about how did Jared Goff look last year? Oh, yeah.
How does he usually look?
He looked good. He had 424 on 32 completions Sunday.
On the Arizona
They'll do
Cardinals.
that, Skip. Is that a football team?
They cut the DB the next day.
That's what you tell me. Are they a football team?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The NFL. Skip, it shows that they're 17th in touchdown percentage in the red zone. So once they get the ball to the 20-yard line, they're only 17th. So that just shows their average. And it's shocking considering what they possess on the offensive side of the football with Amari, with Zeke, with Dak, Gallup. They should be better. But it just goes to show you what good is yards, Skip, if you're 6-6. Yards don't win you anything. Points win you games. And you guys can't score when it matters. So that's why you're 6-6. And you're upset because you're going to get knocked out the playoffs. And you know what you're going to say, Skip? This is what you're going to say. You're going to like, next year when we come in, Jenny, he goes like, but we led the NFL in yards, but you were home for the playoffs. And you're going to say that's something to build on. But you're going to have to start all over again with Jason Garrett.
My quarterback leads the whole league in yards passing. For much of the year, he's led the league in QBR, and he's now third in the league in QBR, and they're 6-6. So why is that? This is quite a shocking disparity to go first in yards and eighth in points. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't have some deep stat on that, but I'll bet it's been a while since somebody was first in yards and eighth in points.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd be third or fourth in points, but not eighth.
Yes.
So I'm going to plunge on this.
What you going to plunge and say?
I'm going to put it almost all on the shoulder pads of my quarterback. He is not having the same year he had last year down the stretch. They went 8-2 down the stretch, and this has been the flip side of that because, again, the key stat to me is in goal to go. This isn't even red zone. This is when you get it. First and goal from the whichever, 9, 8, 7.
Right.
And they cash in at a rate that ranks 20th in the NFL. That's how you go 6-6.
Yeah,
that's what happens because there are too many of those left on the table because you have to settle too many times for 3 instead of 7. You're leaving 4 on the table and 4 more and 4 here and 4 there and 4 over here. And then sometimes your kicker is missing that field goal because they have brought in 3 guys over the weekend to compete for his job, which I do not love because now you planted more psychological demons in the back of his psyche.
They was already planted. Did you see him how he shanked those field goals?
Yeah.
Demons were already there.
He doesn't just shank, he hooks also.
Yeah.
He does both.
Yeah.
They go both ways. He's a two-way misser.
So what did that tell you, Skip, about the kickers they didn't sign? They were worse than your guy.
Okay.
That's why he's still there.
But now you have to lean on him to cash field goals when you can't cash touchdowns.
Good luck.
Okay, well, I'm saying the quarterback, for whatever reason, has not made enough plays. He makes all kinds of plays that don't really matter, but he hasn't made enough of the key plays, the winning plays, the over-the-top play.
Sound like Shannon Sharp talking to me.
No, I haven't heard that from you.
I've been telling you that you're quiet. Skip, why you think I've been getting him Fs? You think I've been getting him F for my help? You think I like giving him an F? I don't.
Yeah.
But I give it what he earned.
You give him Fs because you don't like him as a quarterback because I love him as a quarterback.
He earned, Jenny, if I was a teacher, you know, Lord forbid, I give a kid what he earned. When the parents come to me and say, hey, you messing over my kid, I'm going to show him the schoolwork. Your kid messing over me. Dak, I just show you Dak numbers. I show you the game tape. It ain't me, it's him.
Well, there have been a lot of games that he just lit it up.
And what do you got to show for it?
The defense
now you blame the defense.
is 26th in forcing turnovers. Think about that. They've caused or forced 12 turnovers in 12 games. Think about that.
Okay, they have
so this is a lethal combination. The quarterback's not making he's making a whole bunch of plays, but he doesn't make the play, and the defense cannot make any plays.
If you don't mind me asking, how many times you guys have turned the ball over? Defense ain't turning it over. How many times you guys turn it over?
A few.
Okay, yeah, a few.
More than last year.
So what I'm trying to...
He has cut down. He used to be sack fumbler, and he doesn't do that.
Yeah, he's doing a better job of that. But here's the thing, though, Skip. although they're what, 20, you say 22nd, 23rd in turnovers, forcing turnovers.
Yep.
Where are you guys in red
26th,
zone? So,
actually.
you could offset that, Skip. They're not getting turnovers and you punching the ball in the red zone. You could offset them. That's what you're supposed to be.
But the red zone's not as bad as goal to go.
Yeah.
That's when you go deep in the red zone and you get it to first
That's your
goal
guy.
at the 7.
That's your
and
guy.
Get it in the end
Let
zone.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, Lamar Jackson get that thing in. Oh, Russell Wilson get that thing in.
And
Deshaun Watson get it in. That's why I told you. And my homeboy get it in. That's why you got the fifth best one.
Which brings me to Kellen Moore. I thought he was going to be a godsend for Dak Prescott. And I got to tell you, as time has worn on, he has worn out his welcome.
Hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. The guy's number 1 in passing yards. He's 3rd in QBRs. He's 3rd in air distance. And now it's so you keep blaming everybody else. It's still that guy's fault.
Well, I just said, but I'm not seeing the play call where I say, oh, boy, that was creative. That was clever.
Skip.
And then that brings me to the running back. You said, just give it to Zeke.
Give it to Zeke.
Not the same guy anymore.
Same.
And you can't see it, and you won't. You do see it, but you won't admit it.
Because you won't
He's
get the ball.
just not that guy.
He get the ball. I mean, he get going good. He was going good against Buffalo. He gets stopped twice. No, we can't run it anymore. Let's throw it to Dak. Let's let Dak just throw it all over the yard, and you get and that's what happens.
The
you get beat
turning
26.
point of this whole Cowboys season, when we could have just taken off and just seized a stranglehold on the division, was against Jenny's Minnesota Vikings. Big night game, Jerry World, big national stage. My quarterback took the ball at the 6-yard line. He threw them all the way down to 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line. This is cash it in time, because if you score 6 or 7, I don't know if Brett Maher could make the kick or not, but if you score 7, you're going to win the football game. And, boy, they're listening to Shannon Sharp. You just hand it to Ezekiel. You run the football. Baloney. They ran it for 0, and they ran it for -3, and then they dared to throw it on 4th down to Zeke on a little out route that he could not win on.
Okay, well, what about, so are we going to, I said now, hand the ball to Zeke, but also I want you to block for him. Now, you think his offensive line block for him?
Every once in a while, your running back who makes $50 million guaranteed, he has to go make a play.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Make one play in the hole.
If you don't mind me asking.
Jump cut.
How much,
do something.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did that offensive line make? They make $100 million between them.
Probably more than that.
Exactly. So are they going to do their job? And you keep telling me your guy, he let us down from the 6 all the way down to the 11. That's my point. That's why you're 1st in yards and you're 8th in points. Because guess what? He led you down to the 11, but did he lead you to the promised land?
Oh, did he get a chance to lead you?
Yeah, he got a chance too.
What was he really great at last year? What did he do to Russell Wilson in a playoff game? He ran the football. This team is far more dangerous when his number gets called in key moments, such as a quarterback draw or a read
They called it on
option
Thanksgiving.
keeper.
Remember, he had almost double the amount of passes that Zeke had carries. His number got called. And what did he do?
Got to run.
2 turnovers. That's what your guy had.
He can really gash a defense running the football because he goes about 240 and he can move pretty well.
Yeah, and he can really help a defense by giving us the ball. He's been good at that, Skip.
He has not been good at that.
Oh, no. He hadn't been good at fumbling the ball. He's been good at throwing it into our bellies.
Yep. Listen, that guy's got the biggest will and heart on the team, and when you get 1st and goal at the 7, if you let the quarterback run it a couple times, I will bet you he gets it in the end zone.
No, he ain't.
He would will it into the end zone.
Yeah, he got a big will, but they got big wants when he comes to the goal line because he won't get it in.
Yep. Well,
I don't know to tell you.
Yeah, nothing. We're gonna win the NFC East. So
They're going to win it regardless.
I'm already working. I got me some of them old deep dish L's. You know, you go to Chicago, you got to get that deep dish.
That's a good point.
You know, Italian sausage, Skip. I get pepperoni. I'm talking you crust this high.
Cowboys have been such repeat offenders. You probably know the orders by now.
Where you come to wherever I am, I find the local cuisine and I put it in the L. So they get a deep dish L. Yeah.
Really
so Dallas has lost 6 games, and the Philadelphia Eagles have lost 7 games. So do they own your restaurant?
First of all, we're not talking about the Eagles. This segment was not about the Eagles. This segment was about the Cowboys.
Well,